Facing the Global Tin Shortage by Julia Ferrandino and Kaylee Fountain. This is the overall layout of our poster before we dive deeper into each section.
Tin is a useful metal found in everyday products. It helps protect metal from rust, makes materials stronger, and is used in manufacturing. However, mining tin harms the environment, so stricter rules are limiting its supply. This makes tin harder to get and more expensive. Tin is often used to coat other metals to stop them from rusting. Metals like iron and steel rust when exposed to air and water. Tin products keep them strong. For example, food cans are made of iron or steel but are coated with tin to stop the rust and keep the food safe. Without tin, food cans would rust and spoil the food inside. Tin is also mixed with other metals to make them stronger, and these mixtures are known as alloys. These mixtures include bronze, brass, and steel alloys, such as tin, iron, and carbon. Since tin is used in many things, a shortage can cause problems. The reasons tin is becoming harder to get include harming the environment, such as tin mining damages to land and water, high demand for electronics, such as phones, computers, and batteries, and food packaging problems. Tin is an important metal used in protecting other metals, making alloys, and producing electronics. However, because of environmental concerns and rising demand, tin is becoming harder to get.
So here's the section for the causes of scarcity of tin. So the demand for tin grows annually, and an increased regulation in mines, combined with the reduction in the number of mines used, leads to difficulties keeping up with the demand for tin. Some of the top tin-producing countries are China, Indonesia, Brazil, Bolivia, Peru, Australia, Vietnam, Congo, and Malaysia. And some other things that can affect the tin prices are government trade policies and China's economy, because they are the largest producer of tin globally. So the two diagrams I have in this section are an image of the map of the world that includes all the flags of the top tin producing countries. And I also have an image of an ore, which is where tin would be extracted from. Here's our section for the impacts of scarcity. Some economic implications are that tin becomes harder to mine as supply lowers, lots of jobs will be lost, the economy will become unstable in places that heavily rely on tin. The increased price of tin will lead to many higher-priced products. Some technological, social, and environmental impacts are that the production in electronic products will increase because many electronics are made with tin. The food aspects will go down because many preserved foods are packaged with tin. Roofing and plumbing materials are often made with tin alloys, so there will be a decrease in the amount of those products as well, and more mines will be created in order to try to extract more tin and replace metals for tin, which will negatively affect our environment. And at the bottom of our section, we have a chemical equation for the smelting of the tin ore.
One of the main ways to deal with tin scarcity is recycling. Instead of constantly mining new tin, we can extract it from old electronics like smartphones and computers, and once it is recovered, it will be purified through smelting. Another solution is developing new alloys. Scientists are creating materials that don't rely as much on tin, for example, lead-free solder, which can be made from either silver or bismuth. We're also exploring new sources of tin. There are still untapped mining reserves and geological surveys to help locate them. At the same time, stockpiling, saving tin for future use helps keep supply stable. Supply chain diversification, meaning industries are shifting to a circular economy focused more on recycling and reusing materials instead of relying on only mining. Some substitutes for tin include bronze, silver and bismuth, and copper and zinc. Alphamine is increasing global tin supply while electronic companies are exploring new tin alternatives. Recycling companies are extracting and reusing tin from old products to help.
Here's the section of our poster for the references. These are just some of our references. We had many references throughout our research.